run the intro if you don't want to.
They just saw us for 6-7 seconds.
Actually, now we are on the stream.
Nah,
sorry.
this has got to be
Nah,
Mo. This
bro.
has got to be Mo's favorite thing. I swear, every stream. Are we on the screen? Are we?
Oh my
Yeah,
God! Sorry,
every
man.
single
This
stream.
morning, man. This morning streams, man. For me, like I had a late night yesterday, and I woke up and I get prepared and stuff, and then I forget to click live, and we keep talking about tea and Man United. And like title races and Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle. Guys, we had a whole show in the background. In the background.
Literally, I'm not even joking. We literally are talking about tea and everything. I needed to go get someone to get me a
Castle's
tea.
getting waiter service. You lot missed the express call. Oh man.
You know, it reminds me of when I started first running flipping OBS and everything, and I forgot to even turn people's mics on. Moses doing this for a living now, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I forget to click live. But anyway, guys, welcome to that stream. We're finally live. Ty is here a little bit with the voice is gone for some reason. He's scared about
Too busy
Liverpool or
celebrating
something.
the FA Cup final. We got another Wembley ticket coming.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
Wembley's going away.
You know what I mean?
You're playing Fulham. Is that away or home? It's a home.
Nah, it's
Home.
at home. It's at home.
Is that
We kind of get
It's just
lucky with the home draws. I'll be
We've
honest.
actually had a lot of home draws. I'll be honest.
Yeah. We're quite lucky in that respect.
And, okay, so let's talk about so of course, guys, we'll talk about this weekend Premier League, two big games to be honest, which is Manchester City, Newcastle, and United Liverpool at Anfield. I'm not sure how that gonna look for you guys, to be honest. I don't know. Is that confident going to that game? As Cass is confident going to that game.
It's still the biggest game. It's still the biggest game of English football. I'm not hearing no other fixture.
No, I'm not trying to hear the North London derby's the best.
I'm not hearing
this,
nothing.
That, the other.
Man
Yada.
Liverpool
I want to hear that.
is the one. I don't care if we're both not in the title race or one of us potentially are. This is the biggest game. Mo, everyone's going to be watching it here. And I'll be honest with you, we're going to Anfield with no excuses. Obviously, we've got a couple players out. They've got a couple players out. We're the better team in form. They've kept 4 clean sheets, which is the only positive I can see it from Liverpool's point of view. But, you know, I'm not saying that I'm not going to go into any game of Liverpool, Man United and say, yeah, we've won. Because I remember in 2009, we had a wicked team of Ronaldo and all that. And they came and bopped us 4-1 with a radio and all them players. Yeah, and you know what I mean?
You remember Decina's goal?
Decena. And Jay Decena. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, you even remember it. And I remember there's moments like that can happen. Because when you're on big games like this or derbies, at the end of the day, these things go out the window. So bring on Man United, Liverpool. Anything can happen, but we're definitely the most informed team.
Does it really go out the window though, Ty? Does it really?
Do you know what?
Because
I agree with you, but I feel like for Liverpool, Man United, like Anfield, I know people obviously Anfield in Champions League, they got bust up by Real Madrid. We're not forgetting that.
And their crowd got bust up too.
And yeah, it's true.
Let me just go. I want to go back a notch. Okay, you said this is the biggest game in English football historically, right? Is that only in England or in the world? In English football, I think in the world. Go ahead.
I think the world is literally Real Madrid, Barcelona.
No. In English football, in the world. If you ask
English
any
football,
international,
you know, I actually would go Man United, Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal.
I think it's Man United, Arsenal.
I don't think so.
Because of the rivalry. Because listen, the football on TV were between the mid 90s and 2000 when it started broadcasting everywhere, and that was Arsenal, Man United. It wasn't Liverpool, Man United.
Yeah, but of recent, Liverpool being on top.
But it's Liverpool, Man City. Viewing numbers is Liverpool, Man City actually lately. I know in England, but I know in England it's the biggest game in English football because historically 48 trophies versus 45 trophies. So of course this is the biggest game in English football. But internationally, I don't think so.
Maybe Man United, Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool. But do you know what the key ingredient is, Mo? They both include Man United. So we're the biggest team. You know
I by the way, Carabao Cup finals set standards for Sky Sports as the most viewed, as their most viewed football game or something like that. So
Yeah, 4.7 million or something.
4.687,
Like,
7 million people in the UK tune in for that. So
which
big
is
up there. Guys, everyone that's here, make sure you smash the like button. Nearly 100 of you within 5 minutes. So that's nice to see. Big up everyone in the comments as well. Pacman, I agree with that. The whole form goes out the window thing is overplayed, man. It is
big up Roms
overplayed.
as well.
I
See
think it's a
Roms as well.
factor.
Big up Roms.
Definitely a factor, but that whole form thing goes out the window. It didn't happen for us at Old Trafford, did it? We got smashed. Last 10 years, we're getting rattled, fam. Since 2015, with the odd win here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they beat us 5-0 last year.
Everyone voted for that, so I'll put that in a timestamp for people that watch this back in it, so you can see like can Man United keep up.
That's another question. Keep up with what?
Oh, with,
do you know what?
Exactly with
keep
everything.
Keep up with Arsenal, City, because others
keep up with Arsenal, keep up with City, keep up with
others are putting us in the race.
You're winning more than them. In the
Yeah,
last month or two,
we're the most informed team.
Yeah,
we're the most informed team, but the fact is, they're still winning games. Me and Cass are not getting drawn into this title race. Like, honestly, it's going to be so hard to ever draw me out. Like, once the thing is, Mo, once I'm drawn out. I can't rewind this and say, yeah, like I'm saying, when I feel like we're actually confidently in the title race, I will say it. For now, Man United are just taking it a game at a time. We're winning our games, and we've got Liverpool next. We've got 3 cup competitions that I think we've got a better chance of winning than winning the league. I take top 4 and a cup treble, and I'm smiling with that. Would you believe
only
that?
people that can draw us out ourselves? That's it.
Yeah.
Martin, one of our members saying, "Mo, you're crazy. Why I'm crazy? Do you want me to show the form in front?" Guys, you correct me if I'm wrong. Who's winning more after the World Cup? Man United or Man City or Arsenal?
Yeah, but that's because but I'm gonna deflect it now because I can play deflection game. We played more games.
Who's in a better form?
Us, because we played more. Actually,
no.
It's not right now. In the last 5 games, I think it's both of us. Man United and Man City are in the same boat.
Okay,
and I think Arsenal now too.
Because
Arsenal picked up form again. They've had a little bit of a blip in the
last 4 games.
City have got Foden back, and Foden is absolutely being super Phil Foden at the moment. So I don't think any team would say, "Oh no, my team's better than yours" at the moment. I think if we play City or we played Arsenal, it's going to be a very, very good game. And then we've got Liverpool on the weekend, and it should be a very good game. With the Old Trafford, I'll be like, yeah, I think we're beating them. But just because it's at Anfield, I still think we can beat them, and we're both informed
Since
team.
We lost to Sociedad, we've won 17 home games and drawn twice.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll be delusional to say, oh no, we're not going to win or anything like that. I think we can go to Anfield and win. But look, they've kept 4 clean sheets, right? If Liverpool fans had a positive to come into this game, they've kept 4 clean sheets, and their attackers are not quite firing. Obviously, Salah scored last night, but we know it's not the Salah of the other seasons. We know Darwin Núñez is missing chances, but he's causing good chaos. But he's just come back from a shoulder injury. Jota's a bit rough, and Gakpo's just Gakpo. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but there's no reason why they can't score goals on Sunday. But I think our midfield just, Fernandes, Casemiro, Fred or Sabitzer, I think we dominate them in midfield. And I think Van Dijk, he's going to struggle because his movement's not the same at the moment. Like, is there a better time for us to play Liverpool? Probably not this season. Yeah, you could have said a few weeks ago, but this is a good time for us to play Liverpool.
And we're well rested as well, Ty. We literally rotated the whole back 4 against West Ham.
And I knew Casemiro got
45 minutes. Rashford got only about 30 minutes, 25 minutes, if anything, after their first goal in a 60-odd minute. Who else got rested? Obviously, the only one that's Weghorst pretty much played the whole game. Sancho was ill, so he'll be fresh anyways.
And Anthony got taken off.
Let's talk about some technicalities, guys. Marcus Rashford. Trent now is in the worst form defensively. I think it's even worse than the beginning of the year after the Real Madrid game. I would fancy Rashford to take this side to make it his, even at Anfield, to be honest. Gomez, Matip, I'm not sure if Konate is going to start or not. Yeah, Van Dijk makes a big difference.
He will 100% start.
But however, are you going to just rely on Konate by himself to defend that side? As Trent, I would fancy Rashford all day to go.
I know what we're going to play.
One-on-one.
I think I know what we're going to play. I think we're going to actually... I don't think Wout Weghorst starts this game.
Ooh.
I think he's going to go with... no, actually, maybe. No, I got a feeling he's going to go with Bruno on the left and Rashford up front and then Ante on the right. And then... I think I'm getting that wrong. Because I just think Rashford will be key up front and Weghorst in the 10, I can kind of see Bruno on the left and Anthony on the right. I think.
And then Sancho on the left, because remember he scored against Liverpool at Old Trafford.
I don't think Sancho starts. Not after being ill. It will be hard just to place him straight in. Anthony gives us shape, of course. Bruno Fernandes, I think
Anthony can't play on the left.
No, Anthony's on the right. Bruno's on the left.
You're gonna play Bruno on the left.
I think he will. It's either that and then Vegas goes into the 10. I think that might be the case because Rashford up front against their high line. Why is that not going to be in your thoughts? Unless he goes with the same thing he's been doing then.
I think he goes with the same thing just because if you play Rashford up front and then it doesn't really work, that's your plan B burnt. Remember we said it about the other big game. I think it's in a big game. I love Rashford. 60th minute, move him up top, use that pacing behind. And also with Bruno going on the left, we haven't really played Bruno on the left all season. I wouldn't want Ten Hag changing it in one of the biggest games against our rivals to play him on the left.
All that is, you guys don't think that you should play 3 midfielders plus Bruno?
Yeah. No, I think he will do that, but I'm just thinking. I just think of the high line that Liverpool want to play.
I think he would play Sabitzer, Fred, Casemiro, Bruno on the right, Rashford on the left, and Weghorst as a false 9, like playing as a 10, and Rashford running behind from that left side.
That could potentially.
I kind of like that, Mo. You know.
Yeah,
I can't lie. I kind of like it.
You're controlling every aspect of this game because Rashford is gonna run from the left, not from the right side.
Okay.
Because you know that you don't want to run against Van Dijk. I know that Van Dijk is not the same Van Dijk, but again, if you would pick a side to run for behind, you would pick the left. You want to be coming across towards Konate from behind that. And Bruno Fernandes tucks inside, gives Van Dijk that thing to think about all the time behind Robertson. And also you dominate the midfield. Because you know.
Don't even forget as well, with Sabitzer and Fred, their third man runs into the box.
Oh, Sabitzer, yeah.
Exactly.
Fabinho's going to be going like this.
I can't lie. Anyone that watched Sabitzer yesterday, I can't lie. Even just watching him on TV, I couldn't even pick him up with my own eyes.
Yeah,
I'm not lying.
And he moves about everywhere. That Leipzig movement.
I think it's going to be a control. I think the way to beat Liverpool is control counter-attacking. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. Yeah, he's back, by the way. He had a mind.
Why you want to play 3 in the midfield is that you know that Liverpool might sit deep. For me, it doesn't matter. But the thing about it, if you watch their second goal, when the long ball, you would want a defensive midfielder to be helping the defense a little bit for the counter-attacks, for Salah, Nunes, the speed. That's why you need to overload that midfield. As you said, Sabitzer and Fred can play behind Weghorst because both of them can get inside the 18. Both of them can help the offense. And also Bruno Fernandes on the right side. If you play 2 only midfielders and you push forward, that means there's a gap behind the midfield. I think maybe that's how Ten Hag would. I think that if this was me...
We can't have all the ball. We're not allowed. We shouldn't. No, Mo, I disagree.
Because Man City went to the Anfield and had all the ball. And that never happened.
What I'm saying. Yeah, but what I'm trying to get at is I'd rather let Liverpool have the ball.
Yeah, but it's not a choice. So both teams don't want to have the ball because Liverpool...
No. Because I think you need to invite them to want the ball and think they're in the game just to counter and press them and then get that first goal and then let's play the game. Do you get what I mean?
But I think that might be the plan. Cass. They don't do that.
You can't underrate Salah and Nunes' pace on the break, Mo.
But you can't. No. I agree with you. But Liverpool against Arsenal, they defended. Against Man City, they defended. They defend. Now he has this mentality, Klopp, that I'm not gonna play Liverpool football if I'm playing a big team. I'm gonna defend. He tried because again, do you remember against Real Madrid, 2-0 up, still tried to push, conceded 5. So I don't think he's going to try to attack Man United. I don't think
they haven't got the players. Do you know what it is with Liverpool? They haven't got the players apart from this youngster who they can't rely on to say, right, he's going to kill a big game, Bajetic. They haven't got the legs like Liverpool's midfield used to have to try and dominate and overhaul teams. They used to be able to do the up and down thing with Milner, Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, and players like that. They can't get up and down the pitch. Like we're more energetic than them. Man City are. Chelsea are. Teams are more energetic. So Liverpool's best way is actually to try and sit back a bit more now and try and counter-attack teams because then it conserves their energy. If they actually try and go hell for hell with us, we are going to beat them. We are definitely going to score goals because their players are just not capable of doing it, which is why they need 2 or 3 midfielders. So I actually think, they might sit back. And I actually think we could go there and in the first 15, 20 minutes, I think we could be dominating the ball here. And we've just got to make that pressure count because you don't want Liverpool scoring first at Anfield. We want to get that first goal. And I actually think, if we get that first goal, we're going to get chances for 90 minutes. This isn't going to be a game where we're going to get 2 or 3 chances. I actually feel like, when you watch your team attack and you're like, every time they attack, you feel like they could get a chance. I feel like that's going to be this type of game that when we've got the ball against Liverpool in the final third, I'm like, if we pick the right passes in the pockets, we will get chances because they're just not defending great at the moment. And yes, Konate's back, but he's not fully like fit. Do you know what I mean? He needs that match sharpness. He's had 1 game last night and he is a bit heavy-footed in it. You know what I mean? And then players take a little while to get moving. So I think it's the perfect time for us to go to Anfield. I think we can definitely beat them. It's just about getting the job done, because I think if we do, I look at our away games, I think the rest of the season, we've got Brighton away, we've got Newcastle away, Tottenham away. But other than that, that's the big boys kind of done. And, you know, we can just then focus on what we need to do.
Do you think, is this the first time your favorites going to this game? Do you think you're favorites?
Yeah,
I think we are, you know, to a neutral. Actually, Mo, do you think we are? You're a neutral.
100%. If anything, I'm going to give Liverpool because they play at home. But if I'm going to pick these two teams, I'm going to say player to player and a coach to a coach, I would definitely pick Manchester United. There is no way I'm putting my money on Liverpool to win this game. If they win, it's a fluke, by the way. You see how mad is this? You see how mad is this?
No, I didn't expect you to say that.
It's a when Liverpool win against Man City, were you picking Liverpool? No, but they won, and everybody said it's a surprise. Against Arsenal as well. I think Liverpool now are not. I know that they had kept 4 clean sheets on the bounce in the Premier League, but I still think if they play one of the big boys in the Premier League at the moment, I think they'll be the second fiddle in this game. However, I think Jurgen Klopp, can you underestimate Jurgen Klopp, guys? In terms of like making a plan, an anti-Man United plan.
I know what he's going to do. It's going to be Fabinho, Bajcetic, and Henderson in the midfield. I already know it. Yeah. I already know it.
It is.
So I don't mind. That's what I know. And there's the odd reason why he might start Milner instead of Trent.
Midfield does not bother me one
exactly.
bit.
Thank you, Ty. See, looking at them, I'm like, oh, whatever. You can.
Anfield will be buzzing. Anfield will be buzzing until that first goal goes in. They'll go flat.
Yeah. That's
one of the things. People said it was so quiet after the second goal of Real Madrid for the rest of the game. It was so quiet, and again, we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. But let's move on to a couple of other games, and as well, let's move on to Arsenal, Bournemouth.
Arsenal.
No upset here. Nothing.
This is what I'm saying.
I don't see.
Hey, Mo, no upset.
You just realised what the fixture is. This is why in the title I put what's it called? This is Arsenal's advantage weekend. You know that, innit? This could be what separates Arsenal and the top second and third. Honestly, it really could.
Let me ask the comments, guys. Make sure, first of all, we need people to hit that like button. But people in the comments, let me know, is there anything to talk about in this game? Arsenal at home to one of the worst teams in the Premier League at the moment, Bournemouth.
They've just beat Everton 4-0, who can actually defend. So if you're talking about a team that, this could be 4 or 5 again.
I think it's going to be, I think it could be like, 5 or 6, to be so honest.
Do you think this is the game where Arsenal should catch up to the goal differential? Because they're 6 behind.
This could be it. This could be it.
Mo and Caston, put it this way. Do you think there's an easier game at home for this season than Bournemouth?
No.
Well, then, they've got to catch up on the goal difference.
Spurs.
Yeah. If I'm Bournemouth, if I'm Bournemouth, I'm just sitting back, man. I'm just closing up shop. I'll be annoyed. I'll just be annoyed. Don't even think you can do anything.
Did you see what Bournemouth tried to do against Man City, Cass? They tried to press them high in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't get it. They got, after seeing the way Everton got split open and allowing Saka just to have that little bit of inside space, why would you even allow that? Who's their left back? That Ukraine, is it the Ukrainian youth?
Yeah. Mikhalenko,
what a shit.
No, but to be honest, they played really well for 40 minutes. They played really well for 40 minutes.
It's basic stuff, man. How are you letting your winger, the guy you're directly against,
but he had no angle to score, Cass. He had no angle.
The turn, no.
Yeah, the turn.
This is Saka we're talking about. We're not talking about any other winger. We're talking about Saka, yeah? So for me,
we're talking about the
Saka's got left foot, right foot, best winger in the league, all of that stuff.
No, he
turns, bangs it, great finish.
Rashford is better than him. Come on, just
put
some respect.
Rashford's the inside forward. Saka's a winger, bro.
It doesn't matter. Saka, Rashford are wingers.
No, it's not. They're different players for me. But anyways,
I know they are. Of course, every winger is a different player. But what's their position as a winger?
You just keep trying to be quirky and different. It's all right, man.
I'm not. Anyways, you are the one who's trying to be different.
Saka is the most in and around the box. The last person I want on that in the area is Bukayo Saka, bro. Because any little bit of space, Rashford needs a little bit more space. Let's be serious to get a proper shot on goal or something. But Saka can just do little, here and there.
He's very good in tight space.
Why would you not keep your?
Saka's a brilliant close dribbler. Why
would you not keep it more compact? and do what you've been doing and allow him go on the outside rather than the inside because he's hot. He's strong, you know. Bare strong. Like, why would you do that? Bro, you said Everton's defense been good. No, it's not. They're shit, man. Honestly, that Mikalenko is fucking garbage, man. Send him back to Ukraine, fam.
But I don't mean in terms of
so
Everton.
bad,
I wouldn't say
man.
Everton are defensively more solid than Bournemouth, but I mean with Sean Dyche, they have like a better core of a base. And if they concede 4, Bournemouth are getting sat for 4 easy. I think.
I hear it. It's 4 minimum. I did say 4 minimum. I said 4-0. I said 4-0
Saturday, 5 o'clock, and Arsenal don't win. Oh my god.
Okay, do you guys think there's any fatigue or something coming from Wednesday night to play Saturday, and also they have a Thursday game? No fatigue here.
Nope.
They want to play again. Martinelli out of form, and he's just scored 2. He's back now. He wants to play again.
And Jesus, I think the return of Jesus as well on the bench. This is Bournemouth we're talking about. They can rotate if they want to.
I agree.
They didn't even play Partey. They didn't even start the guy.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Arsenal here is gonna walk this game, to be honest.
Yeah, it's all about Man City. What can they do in the early kickoff?
This is why I don't talk about no title race because I already know Arsenal's going to win it. In my head, they've already won it. It's no point.
Arsenal won it for me.
They've won it, bro. If you see the next run of fixtures, Emirates is still good, you know. Like I don't care that I get it. City are 5 points behind. Anything can happen, but Arsenal convinced me more.
But they play Liverpool, West Ham, and Man City away within the 20 days, less than 20 days, within 15 days. They play West Ham, Liverpool, and Man City in April within 15 days. So the title race is not over. It's still, even if Arsenal get 9 points ahead or something, they're 5 points now. Only 5 points. You cannot say the title race is over with 5 points.
No, it's not. No, it's not over till it's over, innit? But as I said, Arsenal convinced me way more than anybody. Why do I care about West Ham? If they probably have David Moyes still in charge, by then, what are they gonna do?
I think at the end of the season, West Ham might need the points.
There's lots of games to go, innit?
There's lots of games going. Obviously, anything can happen. Some of the games are tough, but I agree with Cass. Like right now, it's Arsenal's to lose. So let's see if they lose it.
100%. One of the games that I'm looking forward to is actually Arsenal playing Fulham away. I think if they...
What's the point? They got no Polina. So every time it comes up against a good DM, they're never available against Arsenal.
Casemiro, Bentancur, they've played no Maddison. Like now, no Polina. Like they just keep getting a touch.
Yeah,
and I don't care what people say. I
think Arsenal, man. And you know what?
They need the luck, and they're getting it.
But regardless, every time someone wins the league, there's a little bit of luck that comes your way to win it. And Arsenal, bro, I hear it, City fans, and I know it is where it is. That's why it's probably better that City don't need to claim they need to win anything because now they can play. Yeah, we're just having it one game at a time now. That's the way it's got to be because that's how you inflict more pressure.
Yeah, Arsenal definitely getting that luck. When you win a league, like you need a bit of that luck. And Arsenal playing teams without their best players. And yes, they've been great this season in terms of they're playing the best football. I'm not denying that, but they are getting the luck at the same time.
They deserve to win it. They deserve to. Right now, Arsenal out of every team in the league, for me, they deserve to win it.
I'd love them to get a point for Man City to come back into it, but right now,
and who says Newcastle might not just do what they do, sit back, counter attack, and do that kind of shit thing that just pisses people off and waste time this weekend.
Yeah, that's City half 12 game, isn't it?
Is that the early kickoff?
Yes, the early kickoff.
The early kickoff syndrome.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. You know, I'm actually very intrigued to see what happens with this game, you know, Man City, Newcastle, because Newcastle are either, we're going to see two sides to Newcastle. We're either going to see a Newcastle team that will want to bounce back and show some face after losing the final, or we're going to see a Newcastle team that are just going to get cooked by Man City. 3-0 halftime, like game done. Like they just
is Daps in the stream?
Not yet. I'm waiting for him to say he's ready.
He's ready.
Once he's ready. He's ready. So Daps is actually with us now to talk about Man City.
Perfect.
Mo, you're muted.
I am. I am not muted.
Can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
I can
hear Mo. Can Daps hear me?
Oh, hold on 1 sec. I'm watching you on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, there you go. He's watching us on YouTube.
Now, hold on.
Okay. Daps, actually, people can hear you, Daps.
I can hear him.
No, I'm. Hold on. I'm watching you guys on YouTube. I've just realised. 1 second.
Anyway, you're in the stream, but we're talking about Man City. So we're talking about Man City and Newcastle. Yeah. People are saying they can hear all of us, so it's good. But
so
anyway,
can Daps hear me?
Right, I can hear you now. I was
Right,
in
cool,
Grace.
Daps.
I was watching you lot on one screen and then trying to get involved. You lot, it's a cute echo. I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Can I ask you something that's quick before
Like
you
every
answer?
time Ty and Cass do a show together, you might as well just put it on Trafford Tunnel. It's an echo chamber. It's literally a fucking echo chamber. Like,
To be fair,
yeah,
though,
I
Daps,
agree with you. Yeah,
No,
that's
but-
what I'm saying, bro. Bro, it's so boring. If you're not a United fan, it's just two men massaging each other's. It's two men massaging each other's egos, yeah. And Mo's there, fucking massaging you as well. Like Mo, throw some shade on them. Don't let these men massage each other's egos, and you give them an extra.
What, Daps? Is this because we're not saying we're in a title race? Is this why?
No, because
no. The whole show, the whole last 30 minutes, bro. The
No,
whole
but
show,
the-
not one
Well,
bit.
what
The
do
whole
you
last
mean?
30
The whole
minutes.
show is like, oh my God, Rashford is great. Oh my God, Rashford
Yeah.
is absolutely
Are we just
amazing.
bigging up Arsenal though?
I was actually saying
Oh,
Saka.
no. Then you move on to that bit, which is so blatant shade on City. Like, yeah,
No, he's not.
You know what?
No, he's
like,
not. I'm doing.
like,
I think I'm doing you man a
I
favor.
told you yesterday.
I know
Cat,
you as a
hold on.
person. Surely I'm helping you because I'm doing the pessimistic thing of Arsenal.
No.
got the lead.
I don't fuck all that. Right? That's when I'm here. When I'm not here, yeah. What Cass does is, and I said it to you yesterday, Cass, that ultimately, I think you talk sense, right? But you've been talking sense saying about City, you know, business end of the season. But now you don't want to hear that no more.
No, because it's like one
Because
of those
it don't
months.
suit your agenda.
No. Because one of those months that usually your best months haven't been your best months.
Bro, if you actually look at February, yeah, bro, considering we've played five away games,
Yeah,
we're
I
6
suppose
games
that's a
without an L.
factor.
We're not doing too badly, bro.
Yeah. But you know what it is though, Daps? Because I'm just gonna run it how we would run if Man City were at the top right now. It's Arsenal's league to lose, and now we can. And now, Daps. Now, Daps. Yeah. But now, Daps though. Yeah. Let me finish on this part. Now they want to do that. Cool. We can all Man United, Man City, and whoever wants to get. We'll just do it one game at a time. We're just gonna play the next game and
I
see how
don't
it
like
goes from
that.
there.
One game at a time to me.
But we have
is
to.
similar
We have to. We play to.
No,
you know,
but
it's
bro,
drop to their
I
level.
hear you. But one game at a time is a similar saying to we're a team in transition. It's bullshit. Fucking
But you are a team in
roll
transition.
a chest and ultimately the simple thing with City is you're right. Right now the league is Arsenal's to lose. Right, Arsenal have been the better team this season as well. Right, but me as a City fan, I'm not saying we're going to win the league. What I am saying is we can win the league. What I am saying is we can win the Champions League. And what I am saying is we can win the FA Cup. All we have to do is be Manchester City, not be the kind of hot and cold Manchester City we've seen recently. If we step up and be Manchester City, we can win whatever the fuck we want.
But
It's
I
that
think
simple.
it's hard to do a three-peat for one, and two, with the way they are and the fixtures they got currently. You know that little build. You know that build of Emirates away, then Emirates. It's like
it's mad, bro.
It's mad, isn't it?
City need to want to be within that still 5-point gap by the time Arsenal finish this nice run, and then that drags them into the Etihad game. With City win that, Arsenal's.
It could be that, you know, it could be crunch. It
but,
could be
but
crunch.
let's be clear, like Newcastle at home, 12:30 kickoff. It's not an easy game.
It's what we're just literally you come at the perfect time. We were literally just saying
Newcastle need to bounce back, man. They need to bounce back.
But that's the thing. They're either going to bounce back and be like, you know what, cup finals done now. Let's move on. We've got the league to focus on, and they're going to try and put in 100% performance, or they're going to have that hangover of like the losing the final, and you're just going to come out in your first 15-20 minutes. You might just get one early goal, and then the game's just City's sort of control.
No. See, that's the thing. No, that's where you're wrong, though. This is what City can't do. We can't do that one early goal, and that's it.
No. But I mean, as in you kick on from then. And
and that's the key. That's what we haven't done enough this season. The amount of times Leipzig, Everton, Brentford, and there's many more. Yeah. Nottingham Forest, one goal, and then not get the second.
A part of me wants you to steamroll though. A part of me really wants you to steamroll Newcastle. I want to be closer to the second. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But you know, when you're not going to win the league, second or third don't matter to me. So I don't think we're winning the league. So I don't care. I'd rather be further away from fourth and fifth. Get it?
A bit like Tottenham even being in the Champions League at the moment. You ain't going to win it while you're there.
I wish you was there yesterday, Ty, to witness what I saw on stream and heard on stream with these guys. I put the clip up, by the way. Did you watch the clip?
I haven't seen the clip. What is it on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
I'm literally just posting that.
Deji convincingly thinks that they're gonna win the Champions League. It's like, yeah, if we get this,
that is so weird. I went on Instagram, and the first video that comes up is that.
Yep.
Bro, it's mad, but that's not even it. You have to watch the whole show to appreciate. what he did at one
saw
point
15 minutes Daps of him saying they're going to win the Champions League. And I was
no,
like,
but it's what it was the way he basically gave this. This is how I predict it's going to go, and he predicted who they're going to face in each round, right, and then who they're going to face in the final. And by the time they reached the final, they hadn't played Real Madrid, they hadn't played Napoli, they hadn't played City, they hadn't played Bayern Munich. And I'm like, hold on, bro. How are all 4 of those teams out of the tournament? Who knocked them out? But somehow he put them up against shit teams and predicted the shit teams beat them, right? And that was their run. It was just, it was brilliant. But you know what? One thing I'd say about Arsenal, is when we look at their run at the moment and we say how easy it is, like the next 4 or 5 games, that makes me think that makes what they've done so far even better. Because it means that they've played some fucking difficult games already. For them to be out of the way, and now they're facing an easy run. The only thing, the biggest key for Arsenal is like them. I think maybe not the last 2 games, but it's a run in kind of from like late March till
they've got 4 or 5 games. It's like Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle. It's quite a difficult run.
Actually, Daps, if you look at
they could kill it off by then.
No, I don't think so because they're 5 points ahead of you. You played them at the Etihad, so I'm assuming
I think we win that as well. By the way,
also,
we win that.
They played Chelsea and they play Liverpool away and Newcastle away. If you get
Chelsea's not a problem, Bo.
It is a problem.
What are you guys talking about? But in April, it might have something clicking.
Yeah,
maybe
it might be.
We've been saying that since about November. No, there won't be.
No, but for you to say that Chelsea game is not a problem for them, it's kind of like now you're assuming.
No, bro. There's nothing wrong with me saying Chelsea's not a problem.
So let me tell you why it's a problem away. Because they play 3 days after they play City away. So they play Chelsea at home.
And Kante will be back
after that. And then after
that, Kante never back. Kante, we've been waiting for Kante back.
And then
as long as you've been waiting for Greenwood to come
and then the week after they play Newcastle away. So for me to say that if they get past this period, and also Man City get the points, and you are still within 5 points. Comes April, and who says that that's not going to happen? You are in a good form
but
now.
That's what I'm saying, Mo. I agree with you, right? We are Manchester City, We haven't done what we've done over the last 5 years to sit here and go, well, we're 5 points behind, still having to play the team ahead of us at home, and we're out of the title race. We're definitely in this title race, But we just need to see, we just need to see the City of old. And I don't mean the City of old that can turn up at the Emirates and turn Arsenal over. Big game. We did that, no problem, right? We need to see consistency. We need to see a run of games. And then it can happen. I think Ty touched on it earlier. I don't think we really deeped how much we've missed Foden. Because,
he's the guy, man.
If you go back to, he hasn't been about for a while, and now we know it's because of a foot injury, right? We are kind of, not a bad injury, just an uncomfort. And I did read it. I read Pep said this about 3-4 weeks ago, but then a lot of people have said other things, which made me think, okay, Pep must have been lying. But now Foden's come out and said it himself. But he's just that one player that he's direct, right? He's more direct than a lot of players in the team. But he also, apart from Mahrez, is probably the best controller of the ball in the team, right? He's a passer. He gets it. He doesn't stop running. The amount of times, if he loses the ball, he gets pissed off and goes and wins it back, right? He closes down. You forget just how good, because Foden hasn't had, admittedly, he said it, the best of seasons. When people say the Foden-Saka thing at the moment, I'm not here to say that Foden's been better than Saka this season. The proof's in the pudding. Saka's been one of the best players in the Premier League this season, right? But you have to go and look at the fact that Foden has won Young Player of the Year twice, right? Cass says that United talk fluent trophy, yeah?
Yes.
Bro, Phil Foden is 22. He's won 4 Premier Leagues, I think 4 Carabao Cups, an FA Cup, England Schoolboys World Cup, while he was also player of the tournament and captain. My man speaks fluent trophies with an S at the end.
You don't need the plural, by the way. Trophy can mean
but he's that good at doing it, bro. I'm putting plural at the end.
No one's discrediting Foden. Whoever's discrediting Foden, that's a mad thing.
This narrative is really getting Arsenal fans are really trying to push this Saka's better than Foden thing, and it's like
Why are you not just enjoying your player being good? Why have you got?
Firstly,
man.
agreed.
Don't
It's
do that.
kind of celebrate your player.
We gotta
Don't
force
instantly
narrative, man.
compare him to someone else. But more so, you're talking about just how good Saka is this year, right? Well, if we're talking how good a player is, Foden's got fucking years in the bank, right? Years in the bank to have an off season. So I think he's a big miss.
You know what it is for me, Daps, as well with Foden, which I like a lot, and I think it's gone unnoticed. A lot of people have spoke about Haaland and how many goals Haaland scores for City, which is great because he's doing his job in terms of his debut season. But when you look outside of Haaland, you're then looking for like who's scoring a lot of your goals. But I actually feel like Foden's the link between Haaland and then why the team have not scored that many goals, because Foden actually gets in so many scoring positions. Like even when his Foden don't score, he's like hit the crossbar or like keeping the saving. Like
he's a constant
Foden knows exactly where to be, and I think his positioning is so good for a 21-year-old.
I believe Foden's hit something like double figures the last 3 years on the bounce.
Exactly, right? He knows where to. He creates, he can control, but he also is so good at arriving in that final third. And
what we doing here, by the way? What we doing? Are we just bigging up Foden, or are we comparing?
I mean, no, I did. Do you know what? I feel I need to. Maybe I do feel like I need to come on here and big up.
I did say to Daps a couple of weeks ago, Foden is the key if they're going to get back in this title race.
I also think when you look at City, right? I've said this a few times. I saw a stat the other day which had like Sane, Sterling, Aguero, and I think that season you also had two others that were getting double figures. Like Jesus got double figures and De Bruyne got double figures. But the numbers that Sterling, Sane, and Aguero were putting up were mental, right? And then I look at the City team now, and when I look at Haaland, Alvarez, and Foden, I think now that could put up similar numbers. But when Alvarez isn't starting and Foden isn't starting, all of a sudden it's like, apart from Haaland, and this thing when people say you're trying to play to Haaland, it's like, well, you kind of get why, because he's the numbers man. So I think adding Foden and Alvarez allows a threat. And I always talk on Sterling, that Sterling thrived at City because defenses' minds were occupied by all the other runners, all the other goal scorers, all the other threats. All of a sudden, when you put alongside Haaland, Alvarez, and Foden, all of a sudden defenders have a lot more to think about, a lot more running to think about. Maybe where we miss Jesus a bit, but
they're nowhere near as scary as the Aguero, Sterling, and so. Bro, that will forever give me nightmares.
If I asked you who's a better footballer, Cass, are you going to say that Sterling's a better footballer than Foden or Alvarez as a footballer?
I think Sterling's definitely a better football player than Alvarez. Yes,
we're
talking as a football player.
Overall impact.
Sterling can dribble. He got the tap-ins at the back post. He can shoot as well. Sterling's got pace as well. Sterling's actually a very good
better overall footballer than Alvarez.
Sterling is a very, very good player. That's obviously gets hated on quite a lot, and I get it. But Sterling's actually a fantastic football player for me. Oh yeah, by the way, you predicted something that's come to light recently. You said Alvarez might want to go at the end of the season, and that's what we're seeing.
Cass, come on,
you predicted it. No, you predicted it though.
Yeah, but Cass, I said I said what I said. I said that if we don't keep playing him, but you know the news outlets it's reported. So don't come on here and now.
I don't.
Hold on, Cass. We're seeing a Barcelona news outlet report that he wants to leave while he's in contract negotiations for an extension.
He ain't going nowhere.
I can't see him going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you know the outlet that reported that.
I don't know. No, I don't know the outlet. I just saw.
It's the Barca.
How many of Pep's signings are actually bought to play for a second, third, and fourth season? They're not bought for one season. Season.
Yeah, but we're trying to time down to an extra 2 years on top of
Alvarez is staying.
Can we do this
quickly before we move on to the other game?
Before we do that, can we do that super chat from Akil Rajpal? He's saying the same thing was said when they faced United and Spurs. He's talking about Arsenal back to back. It's not over yet. If City turn it on its peak, he wants you. Come on, Newcastle. He wants City to lose to Newcastle. I don't think they lose at all. But thanks.
I think if both teams fuck up this weekend, and Arsenal obviously go and evidently smash Bournemouth, it's done, bro.
Because it's just another one of them ones where this is what I'm saying about consistency. That I'm not saying Newcastle are a bad team, by the way, but what I am saying is if this is a City team that we know that can come from behind and win leagues, at home against Newcastle, it's 3 points. It can't be a drop points. And if it is, that's not me saying we've lost to a shit Newcastle. That's me saying we're probably not the City that can win the league this season. It's what it is.
Are we in a phase now, Daps, where like points are not coming back again? If you drop points, they're not coming back. Is that no
There'll
recovery
still be
time?
points dropped by both, but it's
Okay.
too tight. It's squeaky bum time. You can't be dropping points now.
Okay,
thought, yeah,
230
City have to
here,
be
and we
winning
haven't
their
hit
top
that
games,
the
yeah.
100 likes, guys.
You
200.
still got to remember, away from this, bro,
200
we've got to go to Brighton. We've got to go to Brentford. Like, those two are not easy games straight
To
away.
be fair, I haven't told you might be banned by then.
Huh?
I haven't told
Yeah,
you might
see
be
what
banned
happens
by
with that.
then.
Yeah, real talk.
Can we get the
Yeah.
likes to 100 people, please? We have 230 people here, and we haven't even hit 100 likes yet. It looks like this. It's free in front, behind your chat that you're chatting now. You're texting. Please hit that like button for me, please. Do you guys want to keep talking about City, or you want to move to Chelsea or
Who
Spurs?
Chelsea
got
got?
this weekend?
Leeds.
Yeah, that's got draw written all over it, innit?
Oh no, that's at Stamford Bridge, man.
I don't get Southampton won there.
No,
What?
I think no. Chelsea get the points.
The way you keep saying no is like
it.
Chelsea have like lost 1 or 2 games, bro.
No,
They've
but
scored
Leeds have
6
been
goals
so
since
bad.
November.
Leeds
If
have been
Chelsea
so bad.
lose to Leeds, I want to hear the boos of the crowd for Potter because it's going to be insane.
I'm
They can't
telling you
lose
now,
this
yeah.
game.
If this is where I'm going to flip the script a little bit, yeah, because this is not what for any team right now. If Chelsea were to decide to get rid of Graham Potter, all the Arsenals, Man United that we have to play against Chelsea, Man City, I don't think you have to play them anymore. I don't think. Or do you?
Yeah, we got to play him at the Etihad.
Oh,
Both.
that's lucky. So, anyways, on top of that, if they do flip the script, get a manager, they get all them players are going to gear up, bro.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And then this whole thing is going to be like, oh shit, they've actually got a sick squad. So when they come from a sick ass squad, someone's dropping points.
One of the big problems for Chelsea is that Thiago Silva's injured until April. That's the report.
agreed.
So you have no leader in the back. This is a big blow for them.
Oh wait, no
because-
Thiago Silva.
Until April.
But that might mean they've got a little younger that comes in that actually pays attention to Potter. Because I think Thiago Silva's one of the players there that maybe, well, one of the many players there. Probably there's like 28 that aren't listening to him, and maybe 4 that are. And
Yeah.
I honestly think that's one of the biggest issues there is he never got the players on side. Then he went and bought a load of players that came in and bizarrely also came in against him.
And now he's trying to pull all angles and he can't do it all.
No one's trying to pay for him. And like Cass said, they'll go and get an interim manager. Like, fuck knows. Let's just say Lampard went back till the end of the season. Then man would all start playing instantly.
I'm gonna, guys, I know you're gonna carry on. I'm gonna jump onto Saeed's show, and I know Cass is gonna carry on here and then jump over after. Guys, make sure you smash a like, and then we'll catch up anyway. If you've got the shows tomorrow, big up, man. Big up.
Yeah, I think now it's just at a point where I don't really care for Chelsea. Whatever Chelsea result is, if they win, draw, lose, it's not really.
It's not relevant.
Really it's not relevant. It's right now. It's like when you deep it. I suppose we have to. Liverpool are more relevant now because they're a few points on Tottenham, innit? No, Newcastle.
Liverpool haven't conceded at home in 4 games, and that is relevant.
Until Sunday, but you know,
maybe
we done that. Then we do that. Daps. We ain't conceded in. Then we lost to like.
Do you know what I see here is, and you spoke on it earlier on that Liverpool game. Mo said it. Yeah, it's. I just remember how everyone was telling me going into City, going to Anfield, Daps. It's got City win. Liverpool have been shit. It's got City win written all over it. City winning this to the point where I was going, but in the back of my head, I've still got this Liverpool kind of, the fact that we've gone toe to toe with them for so long. But if I drop that and actually do simple maths, 2 + 2 is 4, we win, right? And that's what Man United are doing at the moment, right? I get it. United, I've said it. United at the moment, momentum-wise, have the most momentum. Yesterday didn't play as well, but they still have the most momentum in the league at the moment. And Liverpool have started to pick up a few results maybe in the league, but bro, it's not going to be as smooth sailing as you think. I just don't believe it will be.
Probably
if it
not.
is, do you know what? If it is a smooth sailing, as a lot of people think, and as you think, and as maybe form tells us, Liverpool are really fucked. Really fucked. Like, because if they can't get up for this game, because that was the whole thing against City, that against City, they can still get up for the big games. When they were 2-0 up against Real Madrid, we did say the same. So who knows? But I don't know. Liverpool, one of them ones you can never, ever think that they're gone away. Like they might get top 4 this season. Like they really, really might.
Yeah, Rom says we don't lose Sunday. Mark my words. Roms, you also said that I had a dream we was going to beat Real Madrid 3-1. You got smashed 5-2, G. So whose words are we marking exactly? The only thing that needs to be marking anyone is Trent
I don't even
Alexander-Arnold.
know I want to win as well.
You probably want Man United to lose, to be fair, or draw. You probably want to
Yeah,
draw.
I hear you because of where you are in the league, but like it's one of them ones where when I watch Liverpool and Man United, it is a bit of a whoever loses, their fan base is getting fucking cooked. So this is going to be funny either way for me.
You really think so? If Liverpool lose, it's gonna be it's all
Oh,
right.
bro,
They
if
lost
Liverpool
another
lose to
game.
Man United, their fan base is getting cooked. Look at this this fucker's the most shameless C-bomb in the world, bro. They're getting cooked.
You serious? You think Liverpool fans are gonna say, "Yeah, we're back to where we were before that"? Before this,
Liverpool will get cooked. Cooked.
Man United, if they lose, they're gonna. I think they just people are gonna start talking about them and all the talk.
Because United have got more chest than fucking Jordan at
just
the moment.
Remember that
right?
Liverpool just lost 5-2 against Real Madrid at home. So for me, Liverpool are not like they aren't under that amount of pressure.
You're underestimating, bro. It's Manchester United v Liverpool, right?
But I don't know, man. Liverpool.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Liverpool were finishing 16th every season, right? And Man United were finishing first every season. If Man United beat Liverpool, Liverpool beat Man United, fan bases are getting cooked. It's that simple.
I don't know. See Liverpool, they're gonna claim passion. They're gonna need more passion than a flipping arranged marriage, bro. So they're gonna have to really get out for this, and they're really gonna
like passion in an arranged marriage.
Exactly, they're gonna need more than that, innit? So on top of that, mate, they're gonna have to do.
You should have said more passion than like a romantic marriage.
Nah. See 1-0. See, the thing is, 1-0 is not enough to beat us, and I don't see us really conceding 2 at Anfield. And I think they will score against us. I think it'll be a close game, 2-1. But one of them ones, you know what it is? It's just I know Henderson is playing that game. I know it. And I want it, and I think I deserve it.
Yeah, I do think that's the thing. When I look at Casemiro, and I look at the players that got rested yesterday for you, yeah, it's not good. It's not looking good, bruv.
It depends. It depends if Liverpool play the same as they played against City, sit back and stuff. But I think Ten Hag is not naive. He's not gonna. He might not, as Cass said.
Ten Hag's not naive, and neither is lieutenants on the pitch.
I think. Go ahead.
I think Ten Hag at the moment is a manager that's kind of got that. Confidence and what's the word? Momentum is a big thing in players. It's also a big thing in managers. He's got that at the moment, and with Casemiro, Fred, Martinez, they're man up to lose.
Yeah, Fred has scored the exact same amount of goals since.
Where's my goal?
I don't know what happened. Somehow,
I told all you lot about him.
Somehow, Cass, you're not on the stream. Somehow, you just gone.
Yeah, it was you that just vanished.
And then I'm back, I think, and you're vanished as well. So I don't know, but people.
Am I vanished or am I?
No, you're on the stream. Cass, can you talk? Yeah, no, people can't hear you somehow. But,
well, listen, people, get those likes up. I don't know what the likes are on, but
yeah. But anyway,
the likes are on 127. Not good enough. So people, please check the like buttons below where you're watching right now. They look like this. Just give it a little tap, please. Helps to push the channel out to other people.
Yes, 100%. So people, there is one more team to talk about. I know you guys want to talk about Liverpool. It's the big game, and Man United. Tottenham. Oh my God.
Who they got?
Let me check. I'm just
adding. Who they got?
Adding Cast to the stream. It's
away.
They got Wolves away. So.
What the fuck do I look like on this screen? I look like I'm bare zoomed out.
No, you're
Wolves away.
Huh?
You look
Wolves away.
Wolves away. Is it a bounce back for Wolves? I'm not sure, but to be honest, again,
it's a bounce back for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Tottenham just held one to a championship team, bro.
Yeah, but it is FA Cup. Like they're weird. Tottenham's just a weird team, innit?
I hear you. I do hear that. I do. Listen, trust me, I know better than anyone.
Yeah,
Yes,
Tottenham are just.
you do, to be honest.
Wait, they got Wolves? I might be wrong, to be fair.
Yeah,
Or
they
they
got Wolves
Fulham?
away. Yes, they got Wolves away.
Yeah. They got Wolves away, and I think Wolves are definitely going to be. You know what? This just looks like another. I think a draw. It's just. I think draw.
I
I'll be
see
so
Arsenal.
honest.
I see
Spurs,
Spurs losing, to be honest. I
because
see Spurs
Spurs go.
losing.
Look, I said it yesterday. Spurs went to. They faced Man City. They won. Then he went to Leicester and they got fucked up. Yeah. Then they play against West Ham, have a good win, and who else did they play after that? After the West Ham game, Chelsea, and then they go and lose against Sheffield United.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, and then they're gonna go to Wolves, and I don't even know if they're gonna have anything in the bank. And I'm thinking, are they gonna beat them? Probably. They should do. But Wolves at the Molyneux are just a weird ass team.
Yeah.
Wolves is the
And
same
this
as
is-
Spurs. They can turn up or not. Spurs is the same. Spurs can turn up to a game, play well, play okay, and then the next game they're shit.
They can't afford.
Wolves are
They can't.
exactly the same.
They can't
Yeah,
afford.
they
To,
are.
they can't afford to lose this game. If they want top four hopes, I'm not sorry to be fair. And I hate to say it. I think if Liverpool even get a slight result, just even a point against Man United, you're in the contention, bro.
Do Liverpool still have to play Tottenham?
Yeah, they do.
Where?
I think it's at Anfield, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's at Anfield. I'm pretty sure they got Anfield.
Spurs still have to play Man United at home. And then after that, 3 days after this, they play Liverpool away.
Yeah, so
I think they
yeah,
don't get. And before that,
no, actually, think about it.
hold
So
on.
Tottenham,
Go ahead.
Tottenham have played Chelsea home and away, right?
yeah,
They've played City home and away. They've
Yeah.
played Arsenal
yeah.
home and away.
So, but
Yeah, so-
listen, within 1 week, they have Newcastle away, Manchester United at home, Liverpool away. 3 games.
yeah.
in
They
a
got
row.
Liverpool away, Man United at home, which I don't care about. They got Newcastle away. They've got to also play Brighton, not an easy fixture, and they also
know
got to
what?
go to Aston Villa away or Leeds United. One of them ones. It's just going to be another.
Now I see Liverpool making top 4. But Liverpool can
Yeah,
lose
I
against
Cass,
United.
you
Man United.
need to, Cass, this weekend. You need to get a win
Yeah,
because
we do.
if you don't get a win, then that little stat I said to you yesterday about wins away from home against big teams,
It becomes relevant.
going into the Tottenham game. Whereas you beat Liverpool, that's it, But you'll be going to Tottenham thinking, hold on a second, and look, these things really do play in people's heads. There's a reason why City haven't fucking scored at Tottenham's new stadium because
Yeah.
if the media are talking about it, the manager's aware of it, the players are aware of it. Law of attraction. You start talking that shit, you start thinking that shit, it happens. So I think it's very important for you lot that you get a win this weekend. And I know the law of attraction, you're saying we get a win this weekend. If
wouldn't-
we don't, all of a sudden
It wouldn't bother me too much. It wouldn't bother me as much, even if it is there. The only reason being because it's just the fixtures that we do have coming up. The break will help us. Southampton, Everton, all at home, by the way. Aston Villa at home as well. Not really too fussed about that.
Jets
It's like,
giving
look,
you Europa League
because
more
it's like
momentum, because
the
we'll
thing is,
win the
even if we
Yeah.
was to, I'll be fuming if we don't beat Liverpool. Even if we draw, I'll be livid.
Because
I'll
this is the
be
first time
livid.
your favorite actually going
But
to this
for
game,
me,
to be
it's like
honest.
I get it, but
In
the stat for the
years.
away games kind of stuff, it's like I know that's going to improve anyways. And this is why I said I don't want to. When you asked me this, 3 months ago, what I was expecting from this season to 4 months ago to 5 and all that kind of stuff. Now I'm expecting to win another trophy. Like I think we can
Yeah, you
go
should
win
be.
another one.
You should be.
But just because we don't do great against the big 6 on our away games, it don't really phase me because third, second, it's the same thing. We're not winning the league anyways. I'm going to be real. Like you saw the drop off of quality against West Ham yesterday by rotating a lot of the squad. It tells you everything you need to know. This is why I'm not allowing myself to be dragged into a conversation that I'm not in the conversation for yet. Because it's
I hear you. And do you know what? For the first time, I'll say about City, I was picking my best 11. I was picking my best 11 for. I had to do this for a Newcastle show on later, and for the first time in a while, probably because of injuries and whatever, I had a few players that I actually trusted on the bench again at City. With Foden coming in, and it's just that little change of Foden coming in. All of a sudden means that Mahrez might be on the bench. Gundogan might be on the bench, and all of a sudden the bench is starting to look that little bit. And I think you're right. United this season, like if you win 2 trophies, I do think you should win 2 trophies. I can't. I think it's Michael last week on the call-in show said when I was looking at who you're going to face in Europa League, Arsenal are probably the team that we'd say, oh, But then in Europe, are United going to be faced by Arsenal in Europe?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think that deserves to be a final though. The Arsenal Man United conversation.
Yeah,
I need to get one up personally. Pause. But it's just like we got Raul Batiste. They got no Nabil Fekir. That for me is instantly you should be through. That's their main man out the picture.
But we saw last season Tottenham come good at the end of the season.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying like Arsenal. I mean, Tottenham are they're just a weird team, aren't they? They are just a weird team. You just don't know what you're going to get from them.
It's the most inconsistent team in the league, to be honest. Like this,
yeah,
you cannot put your money on them. You can't just.
Well, you can. You can put their money on not winning a trophy.
Yeah.
Well, you can now.
Well, yeah, Deji might have riled up a few Spurs fans. You never know. Yeah, we can definitely win it. Definitely win the Champions League. Can you imagine?
I think like for this Europa League thing, I think it's Man United, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Arsenal are gonna focus more on the league, but if Man United gets like a little bit 10 points behind or something, they don't care about the league. They're just gonna stay third and they're gonna get Champions League. So maybe they focus on the Europa League to get seeded, because if you win the Europa League, you get seeded top of a group, and that makes a massive difference in the draw. So I think Ten Hag will think about that as well. Comes the end of the season and he's in the latter stages of the competition.
Arsenal get knocked out. When they get knocked out of the Europa League, I'll be honest.
It's better. I think it's better for them, guys.
United might want to be knocked out of the Europa League.
I think less games is not the whole scenario of less games to focus. I think that's bullshit. I think more games make your team more prepped, and not just that more match sharp. More games to play keeps your squad more happy.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that if Arsenal win this, it'll be the first time ever that team plays a Thursday night football and win the league? That's what people said in the Premier League.
And they might do a double.
Yeah, and Man United might do a treble, but all questions, aren't there? All questions.
Yeah, they might. They really might.
Man City might do a double too.
City might do a treble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Treble. Sorry, you're still in the FA Cup, aren't you?
Man, actually,
funny how you got Burnley though. That was written in the stars, isn't it? Company's Burnley versus Man City, written in the fucking stars. And the fact that them two are close.
Company came out and said. Company came out and said, "I always told you I'd come back."
I think he's going to be a fantastic manager, anyways.
And I have to go to that game as well. Do you know the most beautiful thing about that game is when Company had his testimonial. In typical Company fashion, he was injured.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bit like this is the. I don't know. The welcoming is going to be mad. It's one of them games you have to be at, man, because it's just going to be quite special. But I can imagine it's one of those games that, as a manager, it must be hard for you because you're like,
well, he's come to our gaff and we beat them in the League Cup, so it's now a short turn, isn't it?
Nah, but it's the fact that he loves City, bro.
Yeah, but he hates United.
Yeah, that's why it would have been good for Burnley for him to have to go and play you again or something.
No, fuck that. When we first played them, there's that. I don't even think they can play a couple of their guys against you, innit?
There won't be. Yeah, Tommy
Matson
Doyle.
That's their best players gone.
Yeah, Tommy Doyle, who was probably their best player last night, won't be able to play.
Ooh.
Yeah, Matson is serious gravy.
I
got to go now, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go now.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway,
see you later on Cottage.
So this is. I think we talked about all the games. To be honest, just one last thing. I wanted to ask you something about Man City, and the Champions League comes next week. Like for you.
Next Tuesday.
How do you rotate in both games on the league and the Champions League, or you play your best team to make sure that you get the points?
Pep doesn't really overly rotate, does he? Like he doesn't really. So we can't look the two trophies we want the most are the Champions League and the Premier League. Look, it's got to the point now where, like I said, we've just played 5 away games in 19 days. Like we have to just keep going, and if someone gets injured, it's the back end of last season. We were like a car being towed by a tow truck over the finish line. We were playing Fernandinho and Laporte on steroids.
Yeah.
Injections, legal ones, may I add. It's allowed, yeah. Fucking hell. But yeah, to get us over the line. So I don't think Pep will overly, like at the moment, if you're talking about rotate with City, that is like Gundogan rested one game, Bernardo rested one game. Maybe now we're at a point where Mahrez can be rested. I think Mahrez won't play at the weekend. I think Mahrez will play against Leipzig.
Leipzig is
I
in 2
really want
weeks.
to see
Is in,
Foden
two,
against
is in 2
Leipzig.
weeks. Leipzig is in 2 weeks. It's not this week.
Is it 2 weeks?
Yes. I'm talking you play Crystal Palace away on a Saturday, and then you play Leipzig on a Tuesday at home.
Weird. Why is it? Oh, yeah, because of the way Champions League is. The other teams play
Yes,
this week, didn't
yes,
they? Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, so now I think if anything, we can't rotate against Palace, though, to be frank with you. Palace is not an easy
Palace
game.
away is not an easy place to go.
Especially for us, we often drop points there. But no, look, well, the Champions League is, I expect to win against Leipzig. But we need to see a good performance, because if we're going to, like Cass has been saying earlier about there's no point in, if you're not going to win it, what's the point in being in it? And that's the way I felt after the Leipzig game. Like, I went into the Leipzig away game saying I could see a draw here.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the game, when people were trying to tell me, we should be happy with a draw, I'm like, no, because it's not the result, it's the performance. And that second half performance after the first half was frustrating. So I'm not happy with the draw. We should have pushed on and made that 2 or 3-0 and then been able to go into the whole. This time last year, Mo, we played Sporting, I believe it was.
Sporting
and
Lisbon.
we battered them away from home.
Yeah.
And then at home, it was a really boring game. I went to really, really boring game, right? I think it might have even been a draw. Scott Carson came on as our
but there was no point of the game. You won like 5-0 at Lisbon. So.
But that was good at that point in the season to be able to do that, to have one Champions League game where we can just go, let's rotate a bit because we're through, right? Whereas now we are at a point where the fixtures are coming thick and fast and we can't afford to rotate. We can't. Maybe we blow them off the pitch in the first half. Maybe then we can rotate in the second half. But that's what it is. That's what happens when you're trying to compete in all competitions. So
yeah, 100%. But anyway, people, thank you so much for people that being here. Of course, with us, over 200 of you consistently here. Make sure to like the video if you haven't yet. I want to get to 150 likes at least before you go on. It looks like this. It's free. It's underneath your live chat. Hit that like button for me, please, please, please. And Daps, we'll see you Saturday or something.
Yeah, just quickly, and people. At 6 p.m, you can find me on Dan Potts' channel talking Arsenal, Man City. At 7:30, you can find me on
Kopish.
No, 7:30 you can find me on Loaded Mag NUFC, which is a Newcastle channel. And then at 9 you can find me on Kopish. 9 or 10, whichever it is.
Okay. So everybody here, thank you so much. And catch us tomorrow for the preview for Newcastle, for Liverpool, Manchester United tomorrow, and hopefully
that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Just quickly, who do you think is going to win? Honestly,
Man United.
You do?
Absolutely.
I hear it, but you wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool get something, would you? Either.
It depends how they play, but I wouldn't be surprised because after the performance against Arsenal and against Man City, Jurgen Klopp can sit back and play the counter attack and just get a goal and sleep on him. I just
don't think we'll ever write Liverpool off in anything.
Sleep on it, you know what I mean? Get a goal and just sleep on it all game and just defend and clear like last ditch tackles and stuff like this, and that's it.
Yeah,
but that's all I think. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, and we're out.